Oh, good morning, everybody. We are playing Farm Sim 25 today. Um, this is my personal game, single player, not multiplayer, and we will join the server after a while. But right now, I'm doing me on my own save. So let's get to it. We are currently harvesting parsnips. What a pain in the butt. These are single row harvesters. This is, anyway. The multiple row harvesters are financially out of reach at the moment. Besides, we borrowed this from the farmer that we're doing the contract for. I pull it up so I can see if y'all are talking to me. But how are y'all doing today? Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Going to deliver this load of parsnips to the canning factory, where they are going to make parsnip soup, I believe. Not really sure. We don't have any production chains going at the moment. Let me know, do you like Farm Sim or do you like Gold Mining Simulator better? Either that or we can do some Out of Ore if you're interested. But right now, Farm Sim is the hot thing, so we're doing that. Forgot which tractor I'm driving here.
You had to come to your own channel, huh?
Yeah, I didn't want to jump in and say, "Hey, I'm streaming,"
Oh, I don't
and
give a fuck.
all that. So,
I don't give a care. I'll be back. I'm just gonna get food.
okay.
Cat 1, Cat 2, and Cat 3. Okay.
cabbage pong. That's pretty neat.
what's your streaming?
Farm Sim 25, personal playthrough.
Just wondering if your AC that you have in the kitchen is also a heater, but it's not.
Yeah.
I have one that's also a heater, if you're interested.
But I'm all set. I don't know how you do it. Harshness is so hard to do.
You just gotta do it right. I screwed the AI up by doing my own thing, so. I have 2 other fields to do after this one.
I see. Did you know the service on October?
Is it?
Yeah.
They must have changed it last night. after I went to bed.
I just logged on to check when I got home.
Probably Ryan did it. He doesn't like to wait.
Well, I know when I. Sorry. I know when I looked before work or whatever, it was, I jumped on the server before work and it was, I think it was around 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
In the game, and that was at uh, 9 o'clock my time. So depending on how late Rasher was on, 10, 11.
Well, Rasher, Ryan, and Billy Bob were on last night. I don't know if Billy Bob was in the server or not, but he was on. And I think Rasher had everything he wanted done, so Ryan probably advanced it.
I know he was messing with one of his fields, Rasher, when I went to work.
Yeah.
So it's like, and like I said, it was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night in game to begin with. So depending on I don't like not being able to see my field. Depending on how late Rasher was on, because if it hit after midnight, I could see them speeding up time to 7 a.m. without an issue.
You know, parsnips are so slow because this machine is one row, basically. One row at a time.
So where's your farm on this map?
It's the
The starting farm?
yeah. Where is it? It's over here.
So down there, yeah.
These ones. But I bought this one too. These 3 are rice paddies, so I can't do anything with them till April. And then this one and this one I just plowed. This one is planted with wheat. I think it's wheat. Now I'm just doing contracts.
I started. I didn't start with the farm, but the new farm I started with just $1 million, and I bought. What was it? Farm 4, the one in the center of the map. Came with a farmhouse and some sheds. Absolutely beautiful.
Too many 6s on the screen right now. Damn, I missed almost that whole row.
I thought I was seeing things, that's why I didn't say anything.
No, I missed it. I was trying to get 2 rows at once, so. The hell? Alright. It's almost full anyway. Yep.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 9. That must have been a mod.
What's that?
Oh, I'm looking at the auger wagons. To see what can go in them.
Yep.
Uh, I remember 122 that could hold limestone.
Limestone. For
Yeah.
cement?
No, limestone, like for lining your fields.
Oh, lime.
But it must have been a mod. I didn't realize. Nope. This one does it. The chopper chaser. Yep, the chopper chaser is the only one that doesn't. What did they mod it to? 500 freaking. So they moved it from 61,000 liters to 500,000 liters. Oh, I'm sorry, the price is unrealistic. For 10,000, you get like 450,000. Yeah, no, no, thank you.
I gotta change that button. The B button hiring workers is just a pain in my ass. Gotta pick something that's not used all the time.
Yeah, my HP is like far enough away, so I don't have to worry about that.
gotta go outside. Is that it? What? I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog out.
Okie dokie.
My dog's so silly. She wants belly rubs, so she comes up and lays on you. More like flops over on her side.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed your game, you're streaming in the gold mining channel.
It says gold mining sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to change it yesterday and it wouldn't let me do it. I don't know why. I can try again, I guess. It wouldn't save it. See, it says successfully updated.
Just gonna give it a minute for my stream to catch up.
Still says gold mining sim.
It's gonna take a minute because of the delay. It said successfully updated. Well, then again, I don't know how OBS works nowadays, so
Well, it's not in OBS that I have to change it. It's in Twitch. So I don't know if I have to do it while I'm not streaming or what.
no, you should be able to do it while you're streaming. People switch games all the time while they're streaming. Ugh, tired.
Yeah, for some reason it won't change. I'll have to look at it when I'm not streaming. Whoops.
You have a good night. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, Dapper. Have a good one. Talk to you later.
Doo-doo,
Doo-doo.
doo-doo.
What's happening?
I was playing a wee walkthrough with Jordy there. I don't think there's space from the server, so I just made a quick save file
Yeah,
and played a wee bit with him for a bit.
cool, cool.
Turn that voice input off again. So it gave me a chance to test out that Macdon, see it work properly. Because the field I bought in the server and the field I got in my own game didn't have any of the crops I can use with it.
Oh. Only specific crops, huh?
It's like the wheat, barley, oats. I think I want to say peas. I want to say peas. What was it? No, it's not peas, is it? I want to say pea. Where does the Macdon pack? So it'll harvest. Oh, aye. Green beans, canola, oats, wheat, and barley. But it looks like it gives you maybe between 30 and 25% more grain than if you do it just with the normal combine.
Maybe I should do that with my green beans.
Well, there's an extra step to it. There is an extra step to it, but if you're going to get fucking nearly 30% more off your field,
Right.
it's worth doing the step. So you've got to harvest it with the Macdon and the header, and it throws the whole lot onto the floor, and then you get a special header for your combine, and what it does is it goes through it, and it takes out the crop for the straw, and then it places the straw onto the field.
Mm-hmm.
But you end up with 30% more grain doing it that way. So you get the money for you get the 30%, you get the grain, you get the 30% extra in the grain, and if it's your own field, you can collect the straw for the field as well. And that will give you either money, or if you've got animals, it will give you the straw for the animals.
Right.
It's like a win-win situation. I need the next field, get the next field, and then I'll hire the forage wagon to pick up the straw.
Are you on the server now?
No, I'm on that game that I was playing with Jordy.
Oh, okay.
I thought if I'm playing it with him now, just messing about, I might as well try it out. Make sure it's actually worthwhile doing it inside the game.
Right.
But it's actually worked out pretty well. Yeah, I went to watch that Megalopolis, or whatever the bloody hell it's called, that new Francis Coppola film. See the guy that done The Godfathers?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was terrible.
It was.
It was so bad, mate. It was so bad. Do you know what it felt like? It felt like, do you know how like all the greatest literatures in the world, see like your Romeo and Juliet, and then your escapades with the Caesars, and that's what it felt like. It felt like he'd taken a whole lot of different literature and glued it and meshed it all together. Like you had the Caesars, you had the big families that owned a lot of the city, and then you had the whole love thing happening between two rival fucking families. The boy fancied the lassie loves the boy, you know, and it was just like, this is Romeo and Juliet. What the fuck is happening here?
Right.
So I think I got an hour into it and I went, ah, fuck this. I'm not watching this for another fucking. I think it was like this 2 hours and 20 minutes long. I ain't watching the rest of this.
2 hours you'll never get back out of your life.
Nah, nah. It was so bad. I mean, if he's want to make a film, fair be it. I mean, make a film that's no a rinse and repeat of ones we've already read or seen.
Right.
I mean, that whole Romeo and Juliet thing's been butchered so many times.
Yeah, but if you can put a different spin on it, then you know.
Ah,
maybe
there
you
was
can
there was
try,
one
but-
film, I can't remember what it was called. There was one film that I enjoyed and it was a spin on it and it was like kind of modernised. Can't remember what it was called now. I don't think it was actually called Romeo and Juliet. I think it was called something different.
Wasn't there one with DiCaprio in it?
I think it was DiCaprio, aye. I'm pretty sure it was. But I can't remember what the name of it was called. I don't think it was Romeo and Juliet. I think it was called something different. I might be wrong. It might have been called Romeo and Juliet actually. But it was all modernised and it was guns and it was like gangster families and stuff. He was for one and she was for another.
Harvesting parsnips is so damn boring.
Oh, I know. I know. It's the same for carrots, I know. I think it's carrots, parsnips and beets are the same process, isn't they?
I think so.
Potatoes aren't much better either. Took me nearly a full day yesterday to do that one field on my farm in the server.
Yeah, I'm on my own game, but I took 3 different harvesting jobs for parsnips.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be like quick, easy money, but
No.
this is a
That's
pain
a
in my
pain in the ass.
dookie.
It's a definite pain in the ass. Because I think the biggest header you can get is like 4 rows or something, is it no? You can do 4 rows at a time if you buy the big
The big
I think
500, 600 and
Ah.
something thousand one.
£500,000 machine.
I couldn't even rent it,
Aye.
so I just took what they had for, you know, you
What
can,
was it, the two lane one?
no, it's 1 lane.
Oh fuck, that's worse. One I got was 2. It's still taking forever. It's not so bad. It's not so bad if you're using the. What do you call it? Assisted steering. The assisted steering makes it a whole lot easier than manually having to do it. But back in the old game, 22, you had to download a mod to get your assisted steering working. So before that mod came out, it was a fucking nightmare. You had to manually try and go down the rows properly.
Well, I mean, it's got lines in it I can follow, but I'm just screwing around with it right now.
Just tedious.
Just something different.
I'm considering jumping back onto Mine Simulator soon anyway.
Get back
I'm
in
not
the
going back
swing of
onto.
things.
I'm not going back onto hard mode though. I'm going back onto normal mode.
Right.
I want to go and practice my digging for the next leaderboard
Yeah.
and setting up the. I don't need to set it up because I think I can do. I think I'm quick enough to do the setup. I would like to do the tier 5 and work our way out. I've been able to do the match without losing gold anywhere on the system. Because I'm positive I lost a shit ton of gold last season because I never noticed to the end that I was losing gold constantly.
Right. I think everybody loses a butt ton of gold because of the machines, but
That fucking annoyed me when I seen it at the very end. I'm sitting with that number and I could have had a whole lot fucking more than that. I've been sitting fighting like fuck to get up there and I've been throwing gold down the fucking drain.
right.
Could have been further up the leaderboard.
And even those of us that use the Frankensteins, we lose 10% right off the top.
I know. That's why I don't use them. I just don't use them.
I don't know how much is lost with the excavator and the dump truck.
I know that. I think one of the boys said it the other night, but I can't remember what they said. I think they know what the value is. Roughly. I know the excavator does lose. It does lose gold. But I don't think it's anywhere near what the Frankenstein's lose.
Well, the excavator I know loses gold if you dig too far down
Mm-hmm.
because it deletes
'Cause
the
it's
dirt
deleting
above
dirt.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't fit in the bucket, falls to the flare.
Right.
But that's why I like That's why I like Cassie's method. Because that method, if you can perfect it properly, saves a whole lot of gold and all because he's doing it in 2 layers. So even if he's deleting a wee bit of dirt at the bottom of the thing, the whole top layer that you're doing, if you dig too low, the stuff that's above falls onto dirt again, so it's not falling onto the hard pan.
Right.
So you're saving losing that dirt. It's still there.
Some
That's
of
why
it. You still lose some.
That's why I changed to his method and all. And when I changed to his method, the last week or the last 2, and that's when my numbers went up massively.
Right.
Because when I was looking at it, I'm like, this is fucking lost. That's when I was got again. I was like, I've done my seasonal. It's not enough to cut. I don't fancy doing another one, and that's when he talked me into doing another season. That I changed onto Cassie's method. So I think this season coming, I'm going to do the Cass method right throughout the whole season. I'm going to find a way to make sure that the mats only going to 100% before I've got a chance to clean them out. So I think they're right. I think after every, like, putting 3 sets of everything on the claim, like your 3 buckets for your duplex jigs, your 3 sets of mats, and your 3 buckets in the tap sluice, and then changing after every second, because that means that you're not running out while you're doing it. It's probably the best way to go with it. It never gets a chance to go to 100% completely.
Right. The thing about that is you got to change out the mats from the sluice box. You can't wait for your worker to do it.
No.
I mean, you can let them do 2 of them, but then the 3rd one you got to do yourself if you're doing it that way.
It may even be worth doing it every. Did I do that side there? Did I? Can't remember if I've done that, but I must have, because that pile's a bit fucking big. I maybe do it after every one. But as soon as I see the mats 'Cause I don't think the bucket fills. I don't think the bucket fills up before the mats. I think the mats are the first that fill. And then it's the bucket and the duplex jig fills. And then after that, it's the one in the top sluice. And as soon as that top sluice is full, everything else below it is already filled. So you would need to, you'd probably need to do it before you'd probably need to do it before every change, I would imagine. Just to make sure that you're getting 100% of the gold that you're putting through. And I was watching Freeze's videos. And Freeze seems to do that. He seems to change his every so many times that he fills the hopper.
Well, five dump truck fulls fills the maps
To 100%.
for one
Probably
set.
You'd probably be doing it every 4 dump trucks. Just to make sure you're not losing anything at all.
But I mean, you're still going to be losing some. Because the machines lose some.
Aye.
You lose some in other places.
Aye, but
It's
it would
not
definitely minimise
100%.
It would definitely minimise it though. So I'm thinking about doing like a normal run through, but playing it as if I'm playing a seasonal.
Right.
So
You gotta
turn that.
practice Old Arnold anyway. I gotta get out of it
Nah, I know.
quick.
And I need to ask
Billy Bob's
Ration
saying
again.
11 hours, so.
Aye, he says he can get out at 11, did he?
Yeah, he said he can get out of it in 11 hours. So.
Because I think the whole like doing it claim to claim, I don't think that's going to run. It doesn't sound like that's going to run. I think it's just going to be the normal kind of way of doing it. Just straight in, the Old Arnold and try and jump to Nighthawk as soon as possible.
Right.
And then Nighthawk, I don't even think any of the guys are going to buy that claim. I think they'll just rent it so that they can go on to the big super claim. Because that's Nighthawk's not the one that you want to go on anymore. It's going to be this fucking big super claim.
Right.
But then we need to figure out how much is this new plant going to cost, and then not only the new plant, we need the new big digger
Well,
that goes with the plant.
think of it this way. We know that the price of buying the claim or leasing it is going to be double-digit millions.
Oh, aye.
So,
You go on Nighthawk for a while, I would imagine, just try to get the money together for it.
probably a couple of days, yeah. I mean, you're going to have 30, 40,000 ounces of gold to get there.
I'm wondering how it's going to work with the drill though, because if that thing's a lot deeper, is the drill going to be able to drill right down to be able to let you see what the fucking hotspots are?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I was thinking about that the other day, like the drill, the mini drill doesn't drill down far enough.
No, it
And the
only drills
normal
down 5
claims.
meters.
Aye. And I would imagine that other drill has only got so far down that it can drill before it's useless.
Right.
So I take it we're going to be playing the normal drill like it's like the fucking the mini drill. We're going to be able to see just so far down, and then have
Well,
to take a gamble on whether.
They may have extended it, but I haven't found that out yet, so.
When is it? When is it? Shoot, 27th. What's that? 10 days away. 10 days.
Yep, 10 days.
Oh fuck! Aye, this is getting you well loads more green. It's a pain in the ass you've got to buy an extra machine, but if you're going to, that machine will pay for its fucking self just after the extra grain that you're going to get.
Right.
I think I'm going to use that for now. It's a pity it's not on the server though. fucking raging, man. Told my psychiatrist not to fucking bother contacting me again, and the bastard sent me through another fucking appointment. Prick.
Why did you tell him not to bother contacting
Because he doesn't fucking help. He doesn't help. He doesn't do anything. Like, he gave you, I think it was, I think I'd done 8 sessions with him. And in the 8 sessions, nothing was done. He repeated the same fucking conversations all and over again. And it's like, this is fucking useless. We're treading all the same ground. I mean, I've had multiple of them all the years, all asking the exact same fucking questions about the conditions that I've got. And they've all had the same fucking answers. And every time you go to the new one, rather than read your fucking doctor notes or your psychiatrist notes, they insist on asking and wasting time doing the same things over and over and over again.
Right.
And then you get to the 8th session, and then they say right, that's the 8 sessions done, that's us finished, we'll put you on to somebody else. And I said to him, do you know what, don't fucking bother. Don't fucking bother. And then he shit himself because my missus contacted him through her works email account, and he's noticed on the fucking email that it says doctor on the fucking thing, and he's panicking now. Because she is a doctor.
Right.
And now he's trying to get me to go back in for another fucking session. It's like, no, you had your fucking chance, you can fuck clean up. But they've done it for years. I mean, when I first started going with Becky and was telling her all these things about the way things have unfolded all the years and all the shit that I went through, she thought I was talking shite until she witnessed it. I taken her into every session with me because I wanted to prove to her. And she sat through every session, and at the end she says, you were fucking right. I said, I told you. I says, they don't want to help you. All you are to them is a fucking number. They've got to see you because it's part of the fucking job.
They didn't try and prescribe any pills or nothing?
Oh no, he did try to at the beginning. I told him I wasn't taking them. Because if he'd have read the notes, he would have noticed that I'm drug resistant. Any drugs I've tried in the past just never worked, or they made it worse. And that's why we knew that he hadn't read the fucking notes in the first place.
Yeah.
So he
They
prescribed them. I never taken him. I told him I'm not fucking taking them. You can go back to your man and tell him I'm not taking them fucking things. You can stick them up his ass.
I know you think they're all not any good, but there's got to be one out there that can help you.
Yeah.
It's just going to be finding that one. And to do it, it may be finding one that doesn't have a lot of patience yet.
Yep.
Because they'll have more time to read up on you and come to a conclusion.
It's just when you've been through it that many times, it just gets to a point where
Yep, I know it.
You've got to call it a fucking day, you know what I mean? If he's only going to do the job that you're being paid to do, then what's the fucking point in you trying in the first place? I mean, the last time that my depression spiked, I fixed it my fucking self. But I've tried that and it's no working this time. It's no fixing it. So.
Well, you may have to look into a combination of medications then.
We tried that. We tried the SRTs and this fucking other ones, putting the two of them together to get it to work. And that's when they found out that I was drug resistant.
Yeah.
Nothing worked.
I'm drug resistant as well, but I've got 3 different ones that I take now, and so far they seem to help a little bit.
Did they?
I mean, after I started taking them, I was able to get back onto my games. Start talking to people again. Before that, I didn't want nothing to do with nobody.
Aye. I
It
see,
was-
I'm like that when I hit the dip. That's why I said to Rasher the other day, I sent him an email saying I might go quiet over the next couple of days because I've really fucking hit rock bottom again. He said that was alright, so.
Oh, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. You
Oh,
wanna
I'm
offer
alright.
that?
I know it's just a fucking dip and I'll get over it eventually, but it's just. That's just pissed me off the day if I'm sending that fucking letter through. And the only reason he sent it, he never even sent it through because he wants to help. He sent it through because he's seen Becky's name where doctors, with her actual title on the fucking thing. That's the only reason he's answered it now.
Right.
Where that suggests to me that if there was a chance of fixing it, he could have fixed it. He just didn't give a fuck. Instead of doing his fucking job, he just treated me like, alright, okay, we've got the 8 sessions, I'm only going to get paid for 8 sessions for him, so we'll fucking burn them out and send him on his way.
See, and that's wrong. That doesn't help anybody.
It doesn't. It doesn't help anybody at all. If they don't like their fucking jobs, then don't train to be that, to do that job in the first place.
Right.
You know what I mean? People should take jobs or day jobs, especially when they're going to the point of having to go to universities and colleges. They should do things that they really want to do. They shouldn't be taking them just because of the money that can be made for it.
Right.
Because if you're doing a job that you like, you will make money. You'd be happy to go to fucking work every day. But that's just not the way the fucking world works, is it?
No, not usually. Usually everybody's out to make that quick buck.
Yep.
Screw
They don't
whoever
give
gets
a-
hurt in the meantime.
I was just about to say that. They don't give a fuck who they're hurting in the process. That's what I mean. That's what you're treated like. You're treated like you're just a fucking number. Another number to make up his fucking wages this week. And it annoys Becky when she sees it because she's the opposite for him. She loves her job.
Right.
She's taking pay cuts and everything just to do the jobs that she wants to do. She's moved to universities that's lower down the food chain just to continue doing what she wants to do. It's not about the money with her, it's about doing what she wants to do and making an impact in the fucking world. Like a business, she's in the process of setting up a business now for to build vaccines. Like I was saying the other day, that's why America's out of the cards for us, because of the whole Trump saying about
Wanting to
fucking
get rid of
banning-
vaccines.
get rid of the vaccines. It
Right.
makes no sense for us to go there anymore if he's going to do that. But she'd wanted the vaccines made up, and she was actually wanting to get away for free. She was wanting to get away for free because that's the kind of person that she is. She wasn't going to charge anybody for it. She was going to get it for fucking nothing. And that's when like I said to her, I know that you want to do these things, but it's no business wise either. You still need to make something, because then every vaccine that you're putting out is out of your pocket. You're paying an expense to make it in the first place.
Right, and then she needs to
So-
patent it so nobody
Aye,
else could
I
do
mean,
it for
Like,
so many
if
years.
you want to sell it for cost value, then aye, that's fair enough. I mean, that's as close to free as you're going to get. If you sell it for cost, like whatever it costs you to make it, work it out and sell it for that price.
Right.
But you can't get it for nothing, because then you're losing money. Your business has just lost money.
Yeah, it's not a healthy business model.
No. No, and for all I love her for the idea and all the rest, and it's nice. It's a nice fucking idea, but it's just not going to work being able to do it that way.
you know, leaderboard comes in 10 days, so we have
I
that
don't know.
time to work on the server. I think it's gonna go by the wayside there.
What, the leaderboard starts in 10 days, does it?
No, the DLC drops. My
Oh,
mistake.
the DLC.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was shite myself there. I thought you were dropping it. Oh God,
No.
we're not getting any time to use it.
Sorry.
Fuck that.
I misspoke. Yes.
Game's fucked for me. That's that. I'm not playing next season. I'll wait till season after. I know, you see this server will go quiet as soon as that's dropped.
Yeah. I'm surprised
I'm
nobody
wondering if
streamed
it'll
this
be-
server when it first started. You know,
Ah,
Rasher or nobody did.
I don't know about the server. I'm surprised nobody streamed the game. I see you've started streaming it, but I'm surprised that nobody's streaming it. I think it's not going to make you very many numbers right now, just for the simple fact that it's like any new game. Any new game comes out, it's saturated to hell. Everybody's playing it for the first couple of weeks, maybe a month or so. And then after that, then you see all the people who they don't like the game. They just go to it because it trended. You see them all starting to drop off at the wayside.
Well, see, I want to get back to streaming GMS, because that's what I started streaming, and that's what I like streaming. But I'm streaming this because this is what I'm playing right now.
Aye.
So I may jump on GMS later today.
My problem with doing it that way is just the fact that if I played it like that, I think I would get to a point where I just wouldn't want to play it anymore. I couldn't play it constantly. If I played it constantly, I would get to the point, I would get to season and go, nah, do you know what, I can't even be a fucking arse now. I played it last season, I played it off season, and now I'm going to go back into a whole 30 days or whatever. I like a grind, but I think that would break me.
You think so?
Oh, aye. But they 2 weeks that I done it, a week or whatever, was it a week, 2 weeks, I don't know, that I done after the leaderboard, then hard mode. That's why I'm not playing it now. I go to a stage, I was like, this is just too much. It's just too much. I know for a fact that if I continue to play this game, I'm going to get to the season start and I'm going to be like, nah, I'm not playing it, I can't be arsed now. I'll have burnt myself out, because before I played that season there, GMS was my fallback. Like, after I played a game, I got bored, I would always fall back onto Gold Mining Simulator or Farming Simulator. They would be the two that I would go to just to kind of break up the monotony. I even found myself last night, I'd played this for a while. I fell back onto Once Human for a bit, just to change things up a wee bit.
Is that game any good?
It just depends if you're into that kind of game. It's a kind of third-person shooter.
Well, I like Borderlands.
Aye, it's kind of like it's kind of like Borderlands. It's got its kind of, you can build bases. There's boss fights. The only good thing about it is it's free as well. So I mean, you don't lose any money for playing it.
Isn't it
It's no
an
pay.
MMO though that you gotta have other people with you?
Oh, you've got to Well, you can play it yourself. You don't have to play it with other people. You can play the game yourself.
Right, but you can't do the bosses and stuff. Not
Well,
all
you
of them.
can't. You can't do them yourself. But I mean, you don't have to join a faction to be able to play it. You can go into a lobby and have 3 or 4 random people just join the lobby. So you don't really need to speak to them if you don't really want to. But then you just got to pray to God that the people that's joined the lobby know how to do the boss fight.
Right.
And they're not just new players that's jumped in and are shooting fucking wild. And don't understand the mechanics of what's happening.
And see, that would be me. I'd be a noob getting into it. I
Yeah,
haven't played
everybody's
it
got to
before.
start somewhere, though. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to start somewhere. I don't think they don't get mad about if you're a new player, but they'll get mad at people who they come on and don't take it serious. At least you're trying. You get some of the dickheads that go in and they just don't fucking try.
I mean, I've played other MMOs. I started out with WoW, and then moved on to something else. And
That's a game I've still not played. I've not played WoW yet. I do quite fancy it though. But people keep telling me not to fucking get near it because it's pay to win now.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a game that's pay to win.
I think I went to Neverwinter after WoW. Or tried to.
Because that's what I liked about New World. New World wasn't pay to win. You could buy skins and like ornaments, or you could buy decorations for your house, or if you had the horse, you could buy different outfits for the horse, but there was nothing that you could buy that would actually benefit you into winning the game.
In gameplay.
It was just solely decoration, and that's what Once Human's done as well. You can buy things, you can go into the store, but the things that you get in the store are just the skins. They do nothing more than make an item look different.
And see, that doesn't bother me either. I mean, I kind of like doing that once in a while.
Well, I've put money into it. I bought skins. I bought a £25 skin that changes like the wooden walls and concrete walls and stuff into glass, so you can make like a glass house. But it's the ones that it's like that's what puts me off playing WoW. I don't want to play something that if somebody with a lot of money comes along, they can feed a couple of £100 into it and jump right over the top of me. That would piss me the fuck off. After you've sat and grinded like fuck trying to get what you've got.
Right.
To see, I need to send these back so I don't get charged from anywhere. What's the thing? Where's the store? Vehicles. Send the Mac Don. Mac Don header back. Turn. Yep. Okay. The harvester, send that back. Keep that and I'll hire a forage truck and pick up the straw. That'll give me more money. There's a few games that I always find myself coming back to. There's one I want to get back to, but every time I go to pick it up, I don't know if it's just the depression's fucking telling me I don't want to play it. It's like a space sim thing.
Right.
I used to play Eve online, but I hated the mentality of that game. The fucking people coming ganking people that they know they can't fight back. So I found another one called a variant that was quite similar, but you don't have all that nonsense in it. I fancy playing it again, but every time I go to pick it up, I'm excited to go to it. The minute I sit down in front of it, it's like a fucking flip of the switch, and the head goes, no, you don't want to fucking play that, don't play it. I'm pretty sure that's just a condition that does that. A lot it's all fucking psychological. So how much did that give me? Let me see, what did I put this in this? So these 3 fields. What did I get? Wheat boys. In there. Right, drop that and let's see. Escape. Tracy's. Where's should be action? Why is wheat at the bottom? I just thought that'd be at the top. Oh, it's alphabetical, isn't it? 77, nearly 78,000 litres after 3 wee fields. That's pretty
what?
good. Wheat.
Wheat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now if I get my forage truck, I can go and collect the straw, and I can put it in my hay. At least 250,000, I think that takes. I can put that in my hay barn. And sell that at peak. In fact, when is peak for hay? That's a straw. Peak season's January. Don't get an awful lot for it, but every little helps. So, what have we got? Got any deals? What's the deals? No.
Almost done with this field, then I'm getting off of this thing.
Forage wagon.
Going to play something else.
Genius. GMS. Wait, this forage wagons. Did I go past?
I want to try doing kind of my own speed run. See how fast I can get off of Old Arnold
Alright.
on
And
normal,
that gives you practice for next season.
right? Because on normal you
I'm
can
actually
get,
thinking about. What was that?
on normal you can get the gold nuggets.
Just limit yourself to the what is it, 425 or something? Rather than
Yeah,
continue to
425.
drill past it, just get the 425 and then continue. Just turn your gold nugget finding off. I don't think you don't find gold nuggets after that, do you? It's
No.
just with the drill. 'Cause I know sometimes when you're using the digger, you'll find the odd nugget when you're playing the normal playthrough. So you'd probably need to turn the gold nuggets off after you found your 425 to get it as close to season as possible. might do the same thing. When I finish off in here, then I think I've got a field one feed today on the server.
Well, the server's in October now, so they
think
advanced it
it
last
just
night.
started. Actually, I don't think I lost a crop. I'm pretty sure I'd done everything up until that point.
I needed to get grass planted, but it's alright. Don't worry about it later. I just cut down a bunch of trees too. I gotta get chipped up before it charges me all my money in rent.
Looks mad, man. Shut up. Facebook cunt. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck's up with that bit? I fucking picked that bit up, you wee dick. The fuck? I think it's at the edge and it's not let me pick it up. Bastard. Yeah, I see Jake Paul running scared now. Do you remember how he was saying about how he wants to become a champion and all the rest of it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it in the papers or what all there. Berbatov, the fucking light heavyweight champion, has turned around and said to him, if you want a fucking chance to come ahead, but you'll be playing it in real boxing terms, none of this bullshit.
Right.
He's gave him a chance at the fucking belt, which you just know Jake Paul's going to back out of. If he can't manipulate the situation to win it,
No.
you'll not take it. And he's at the fucking height of his game. I mean, he's the one that fucking Alvarez is dodging. Alvarez is dodging that man like the fucking plague.
Doesn't Paul?
No, is it Berbatov's? I can't remember how
the
you
other
pronounce
guy.
his name. Benavides. Is that what it is? Benavides.
I don't know. I don't follow boxing
He's
very much.
he's offered Canelo a boxing match umpteen amount of times, and that man dodges like fuck. He fucking comes out with all this bullshit excuses not to fight him. Do you know that there's one thing I don't like about this? It doesn't show you how. I wish they would put like a line on. See, like the silos, your own silos and your bunkers and stuff, to show you actually how full the thing is, rather than actually having to get out your car and walk out it. Wait, so what's that? 16,000 litres? 16,000 litres. I'm actually considering remapping my buttons for Gold Mining Simulator.
Yeah.
Because Face, I don't know if Cass does it, I think Cass uses the ordinary button there. But Face uses, he remaps his buttons so that they're no series close to each other for the different parts of the boom. He kinda remaps the whole thing, which I think would make it a bit easier.
If you can remap it and remember the keys, yeah.
Uh, go.
Alright, finally finished that field, so... I was gonna hop over to the server for a little while, but... I think I want to play some Gold Mining Simulator. You on? That's what we were talking about the other night as well, about like the different play styles of that game as well. I mean, see when you think about it, right? Like Billy Bob and his style. I mean, he's putting the numbers through and he's working full time. Right?
And then you've got the guys that are sitting in it, like right in the top spot, like Freeze and all the rest of it, who don't work and play the game all day. I wonder what the numbers would be if Billy Bob didn't have to juggle his time between his work. I mean, he must be able to clear like 1 million easy. Because what did he get last season? 400 and something, was it? 4, 5?
I don't remember. It was quite a bit.
And that's him juggling his farm, and I heard him talking about he does snow plows, does the snow plowing stuff as well, and he was helping out at the elections.
And
in
he
his
was
area.
doing a demolition job at the time too.
So could you imagine what his numbers would be if he didn't have all them things today as well? That's scary to think of that number. I never thought about it until after I'd get off speaking to him, and then I'm sitting going, wait a minute, he's getting them numbers and he's fucking working like 3 and 4 different jobs, and he's constantly busy. So he's doing that, and he's doing it in like half the time that anybody else is putting into it. And then Cass as well, I mean, he's fucking working, travelling all over the fucking world doing what he's doing, and still putting in the massive amounts. That's scary, mate. That's fucking scary. And then I got that number last season, but I was sat in front of this computer very near the whole fucking month just trying to get that number out. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know.
Like
what
you were
you
lucky.
mean.
You were lucky if I was spending like. You were lucky if I was getting like 4, 5 hours sleep a day, just to put that number through. And these guys are beating it in less time than that. I keep meaning to go into I need to go into Billy Bob's YouTube or Twitch or whatever it is that he streams on. Because I know that he unlocked his VODs. I'd actually like to see how he does it.
How do you put VODs on Twitch? Is it
You,
automatic
you
or?
can do it. No, there's it is. I think it's automatic to start with. When you first open your Twitch, it'll automatically start saving the VODs. But there's a setting inside the settings that you can turn them off. So like if you're gonna stream it and you're gonna play music, you can get away with doing that as long as you're not saving the VOD. It's the VOD that kicks your ass.
Right.
If they can go back into the VOD and see inside the video on demand that you've got music playing through it, you'll get your ass kicked for it. But if you're just solely streaming and no saving that VOD, you can play music through the video. That's what I've noticed. The only time I was getting strikes against me is when it was actually saving the VOD itself.
On YouTube or Twitch?
Mm-hmm. Both of them. No, I don't. No, I think YouTube. No, YouTube's different. YouTube, that kicks your ass. Fucking won't. My music bled through to that fucking stream 20 odd times. I'm surprised I never got a fucking ban. But as I say, that wasn't intentional, and I didn't do that on purpose. It just my computer fucked up. Where is it? Twitch. Twitch. We took one my thing. I can't remember where the fuck it was now. I need to go back onto my channel. Channel. And then it's in. Is it creator dashboard, is it? Creator dashboard. It's in one of these somewhere. That's a stream. Alerts. Analytics. Don't think it's analytics. Maybe content, maybe? This one, not that's video producer, collections.
Alright, I am. I'm gonna go stream some gold mine. Let's see about starting a new normal run.
There it's there. It's in your stream. It's in your stream menu. And it says VOD settings, store past broadcasts. You've got to turn that off. I turned mine back on, so I just decided to stop fucking playing music while I'm streaming.
Right.
I'm pretty sure YouTube works differently. I think they'll kick your ass even for streaming it.
The music?
Aye. I think they're a whole lot more stricter.
Probably. That's not what I wanted. Back. New game. Normal. No, I don't need the tutorial. See if I can get OBS to recognize if. No.
I know, because my missus has been at me to start streaming again. It's like, don't let that fucking kick you in the arse and stop you from streaming. I might do it tomorrow or something. Just jump on for a wee while. I might do what you're doing. I might just do I might do the speed run to Nighthawk. But doing it through the same settings as your seasonal. It's going to let me save all this straw by the looks of it as well. That's good. Can get top dollar. Top dollar.